This discovery in Africa horrified the scientific community. Africa is a continent steeped in history and shrouded in mystery. This is a magical land where you can never predict what surprise awaits you just around the corner. While the majority of discoveries in Africa possess a captivating and wondrous beauty. However, there are also some truly strange and concerning findings. It even carried an aura so mysterious it sent shivers of dread down many people's spines. Coconut sprouts. Madagascar has long been famous as a land of bizarre animals, such as lemurs and chameleons. And nowhere else in the world possesses. But it's not just the animals. This place also boasts incredibly majestic natural landscapes. It was a vast stone forest where sharp limestone pillars rose high into the air, resembling an ancient petrified woodland. Located in the arid southwest of the island is the Singi Stone Forest, also known as the Vegetable Forest. A massive limestone bay with cliffs soaring up to 70 meters, formed over millions of years. Rain and wind gradually eroded the rock, creating strange shapes. From a distance, the rock formations looked like a dense forest. But as we drew closer, they revealed themselves as rugged cliffs, sharp as machetes, forming deep, fathomless crevasses. This stone forest is not only a unique geological marvel but also a sanctuary for many rare animal species. In the past, this place was home to troops of lemurs and large bird species. But as the years passed, their footprints grew ever more sparse. Legend has it that within these caves, a treasure of gold and silver was once hidden away in ancient times. But it was the treacherous terrain itself, with jagged rocks like axe blades and precarious paths along sheer precipices, that created this challenge. Therefore, very few people dared to venture deep inside. It is precisely this ruggedness that has more or less preserved the stone forest of Stingy, shielding it from human exploitation. However, resource exploitation activities and the expansion of cultivated land are increasingly encroaching upon the boundaries of this area. Can this unique wonder preserve its pristine beauty forever? The answer still lies ahead, and only time will provide the most accurate solution. Crazy beast. This is a mammal species that went extinct at the end of the Cretaceous period, over 66 million years ago. The first traces of this creature were discovered in 1999. When researchers discovered a fossil skull in ancient sediment layers. By 2010, many more fossil fragments were excavated, providing scientists with a clearer picture of this monstrous creature's appearance and behavior. According to the analysis, this creature was comparable in size to a badger, with an elongated body but relatively short legs. Its skull possesses many bizarre features, never before documented in any other mammal species. Particularly, the short snout with numerous tiny pores at the front indicates that this could be a burrowing species. They use their keen sense of smell to sniff out and locate food hidden deep underground. After many years of dedicated research, scientists have finally officially named this species Adalatheodium nui. Adala, green, a creature both mysterious and captivating, it has helped to reveal many more wonders in the history of evolution. A plant species so unique it's considered a superhero of the natural world. That is the baobab tree, a plant species that has existed since the age of the dinosaurs, approximately over 200 million years ago. More than just an ordinary ancient tree, the baobab is regarded as a symbol of fierce vitality in the arid lands, where few plant species can thrive. This tree species can live for thousands of years, with some individuals confirmed to be over 2,400 years old. The sacred tree possesses an immense size, capable of reaching heights of up to 30 meters. Its unique appearance makes one think of a strange sculptural work of nature, looking exactly like a giant tree planted upside down with its roots reaching toward the sky. The remarkable thing is that more than half of the tree's trunk lies beneath the water, enabling it to survive even the most severe droughts. Though sometimes the tree stands bare without a single leaf, when the rain returns, thanks to the living wood within that retains precious moisture, it bursts forth with vibrant life once more. But the baobab tree is not merely a giant water reservoir. Its leaves can be used as food, and its fruit contains 6 times more vitamin C than an orange. The bark can produce very strong fibers for weaving fabric or braiding into rope. Even its seeds are used to press for cooking oil. Tree of Life. the miraculous gift that nature bestows upon humanity. Dendera light bulb. Among the countless different shapes on the ancient architectural structures of Akkad, one particular image has been a subject of controversy for many years. That is a relief found on the wall of the Temple of Hathor at Dendera, located along the Nile River in Cairo, Egypt. This image depicts an oddly shaped object, resembling an elongated light bulb emerging from a sacred pillar. Some unorthodox scholars believe this is evidence that the ancient Akkad people possessed knowledge of electric lighting technology. According to this hypothesis, Subject Z, in another form, may have functioned as an energy transmission device, used to illuminate the ancient electrical lighting system. However, the mainstream scholars of Akkad do not agree with this perspective. They argue that this image holds a purely religious meaning and is entirely unrelated to the field of technology. According to traditional interpretation, the letter Z symbolizes durability and stability, while its enlarged top resembles the image of the sun, a symbol associated with the god Ra, as this temple was built to worship the sky goddess. This step likely reflects the theological and astrological views of the ancient Akkad people. Therefore, the mystery surrounding the Dendera light bulb has yet to be adequately deciphered. For generations, this has continually piqued the curiosity of researchers and exploration enthusiasts. For over 4,500 years of history, the Giza pyramid has stood majestically in the desert, becoming a proud symbol of ancient Egyptian civilization. Upon its completion, this structure became the world's tallest building, astonishing the entire world. To this day, the exquisite beauty of its architecture and the mysteries surrounding it continue to captivate generation after generation. However, it seems our understanding of this Great Pyramid is still not the whole truth. In 2017, scientists applied a special method to scan the entire internal structure of the pyramid. They used muon, an extremely tiny particle capable of penetrating rock without damaging its structure. To search for previously unknown chambers, the results were astonishing. A void over 30 meters long lay hidden deep within this great structure. So what exactly is that mysterious room? Some archaeologists believe it is simply a worthless void. Since all the secret chambers in the mausoleum were fully documented long ago, any treasures inside would surely have been looted over thousands of years. But if it were merely an empty void, why would it be able to exist at all? Bolder hypotheses quickly emerged, with some even suggesting this was a hidden room of special significance. Perhaps this is the very treasure trove holding the esoteric knowledge of a vanished civilization, akin to the legend of Atlantis. It is also rumored that it may conceal a gateway to secrets yet unknown. However, to date, no evidence has been presented to substantiate those speculations, but whatever the truth may be, this new discovery reminds us once again that the Giza pyramid still holds many unexplored mysteries. With today's scientific advancements, humans can explore the secrets within ancient structures without having to destroy them. And who knows, one day we might comprehend the grand mechanisms that constructed this mysterious wonder. Natural green diamonds are a term used to refer to diamonds that possess a green color formed naturally through exposure to radiation within the Earth. Unlike diamonds that are color-treated using artificial irradiation methods after mining, these natural green diamonds are extremely rare and hold very high value in the gemstone market. Nearly 3 billion years ago, a massive asteroid struck the area that is now South Africa, causing an extremely violent collision. But its impact did not end with just a giant meteorite crater. The scattered fragments everywhere formed a peculiar gem, trash green diamond. Unlike conventional diamonds, which are formed under immense pressure deep within the Earth, green diamonds possess a distinct crystal structure, characterized by perfect six-sided symmetry. This has left scientists extremely curious. It wasn't until 2018 that researchers officially confirmed these diamonds did not originate from Earth. Scientific evidence indicates that they contain osbornite, a mineral found exclusively in meteorites from outer space. This means these diamonds were not formed on Earth, and perhaps, it formed inside a dwarf planet in the early solar system. Afterwards, a massive explosion destroyed the planet, hurling its fragments into space. After billions of years drifting through the vastness of space, they finally landed on Earth. A living testament to the mysterious events in the history of astronomy. Currently, only a very small number of fancy color diamond samples have been found and brought in for research. But scientists still believe that countless such gemstones are waiting to be discovered. If we delve deeper, we might better understand the turbulent past of the solar system. These gemstones are the remnants of places that were once crushed within the world. Perhaps somewhere in the vast universe, another planet is also forming such marvelous diamonds. And who knows, one day in the future, humanity might find them amidst the vast expanse of the universe. Surely, dinosaur enthusiasts will be absolutely thrilled by this special discovery. In northern Zimbabwe, paleontologists have unearthed the fossil of a new dinosaur species. Considered the most ancient ever discovered on the African continent. This small dinosaur, known as Embyrosaurus, once roamed the supercontinent Pangaea. More than 230 million years ago, at the dawn of the Triassic period. The fossil of the Embyrosaurus dinosaur was first excavated in 2017. What is remarkable is that the skeleton is nearly completely preserved, allowing us to visualize the original form of this creature. With a length of approximately 2 meters but a height from the hips of only about 30 centimeters, it has a rather small stature. However, Embyrosaurus may have been a formidable predator in that era's ecosystem. Its structure suggests an incredibly agile mobility, something few could have anticipated. Scientists have classified this species in the Sauron-Pyromorpha group, ancestors of the later giant long-necked dinosaurs. However, unlike other quadrupedal Sauron-Pyromorpha species, Embyrosaurus moved using its 2 hind legs. Similar to some other dinosaur species that coexisted in Tanzania during that period. These bipedal dinosaurs were the distant ancestors of the famous theropod group. Like swift birds of prey or the later Tyrannosaurus rex. Along the Atlantic coast of Namibia. This is an extremely harsh land, with powerful winds, scorching heat, and fierce sandstorms. It made everyone wary. This is considered one of the planet's most rugged coastal regions, where the harshness of nature has left its mark in a truly unique way. An endless beach stretches out, crowded with the tightly packed wrecks of sunken ships, alongside the skeleton of a whale and countless remains of marine creatures. All of it combined into a scene of desolation so profound it was terrifying. In the past, when maritime technology was not as advanced as it is today, ships passing through this sea area were highly prone to accidents. If not swallowed by the fierce waves, the thick layers of blinding fog would disorient the crew and leave them stranded in the arid desert. The harsh conditions not only preserved the ship but also the animal skeletons on the offshore islands, once the habitat of seal colonies. But in their old age, they often come ashore and lie waiting for death under the scorching, burning heat. Over time, some trees withered away, leaving bleached skeletons scattered everywhere. Occasionally, the massive skeletons of whales also wash ashore, becoming a lavish feast for jackals and hyenas, the dedicated scavengers. The skeleton coast is not merely a natural graveyard, but also a powerful testament to the harshness of nature. Where life and death walk hand in hand. The Dong Ko Stone Stele. Along the Nin River Valley lies a land that was once the heart of a glorious ancient civilization, but now only ruins remain. This is the Kingdom of Ko Sun, an empire that flourished for nearly 1,000 years before its collapse around 300 to 500 AD. After excavating the area, archaeologists discovered many stone stelae preserved in an astonishing condition. These steles are inscribed in an ancient language, recounting the story of a powerful society that once ruled over this entire land. Surrounding the Nin River area, there remain ruins known as Mo Roy Island. This place was once a cemetery exclusively reserved for the kings and nobility of the Kuz kingdom. In the 4th century, although the temples and tombs had been destroyed by invaders, the stone steles still stood tall and resilient, becoming silent witnesses to an era that had faded into the past. The inscriptions on the stone stele are carved in the Periltic script, the oldest known writing system south of the Sahara Desert. They contain a rich treasure trove of information about the culture, burial rituals, and beliefs of the ancient So people. However, to this day, the majority of these scripts remain undeciphered. Researchers can primarily only make conjectures based on depictions of deities and kings. Suppose one day the Periltic cipher is completely decrypted, humanity will have the opportunity to gain deeper insight into the Kingdom of Kuz. a civilization once on par with ancient Egypt, but ultimately forgotten by the flow of time. Now, all that remains are the stone stels, worn by time, awaiting the day their mysteries will be uncovered. The mysterious blue stone. In 1990, a miner in Sierra Leone, West Africa, accidentally discovered an extremely peculiar stone, unlike any type of rock known before. This stone possesses a brilliant sky blue color and harbors a secret that has left the scientific community scratching their heads for decades. Carbon dating tests indicate that this rock may have fallen to Earth between 11,000 and 18,000 years ago, most likely carried by a meteorite. But the most astonishing aspect is its composition, with over 77% being pure oxygen, along with other elements such as silicon, calcium, carbon, and daddy. This is completely different from any type of natural stone on Earth. No geological process we have ever known could produce a stone like this. This raises a major question. Could this be an artificial object? Crafted by an ancient civilization wielding technology far beyond modern human understanding, or is it merely the result of some natural process that science still cannot explain? The discovery of the stone within a geological layer dating back over 10,000 years, a time when humans were incapable of manufacturing such complex objects, is an extremely peculiar phenomenon. Even more mysteriously, despite researchers' efforts to decode its origin, this blue stone remains an unresolved paradox to this day. A fairy ring is a phenomenon where a group of trees grows, arranged into a near-perfect circle. The formation of these strange circles often originates from a long-deceased central mother tree. The root system of the mother tree spreads out evenly in all directions, and saplings growing from these roots eventually form a closed circular ring over time. In some cultures, these unique natural structures are also associated with folk legends and beliefs. Beneath the arid, grassy lands of eastern Namibia, those mysterious circles appear and stretch all the way to the horizon. The crater, with a diameter ranging from 2 to 20 meters, looks like the imprint of an invisible hand that was carved into the earth. When viewed from above, these circles create a spectacle both magnificent and mysterious, stretching over 1,800 kilometers and curving along the vast steppes. For decades, scientists have been unable to find a precise explanation for the origin of this strange phenomenon. Some believe that termites themselves created these circles to take advantage of the scarce water in the harsh desert region. When it rains, water seeps down through the soil and gradually flows toward the outer edge of the circle, helping the grass in the surrounding area grow more lushly. However, this hypothesis is not entirely convincing, as the larger circles with diameters exceeding 20 meters show absolutely no signs of human involvement. Studies on competition among plant species, the impact of climate, or even the influence of radioactive elements have all failed to provide a satisfactory explanation. Even more strangely, these circles do not last forever. After a period of approximately 24 to 77 years, they gradually vanish and make way for a new generation of grass to grow. What creates this cycle remains an unanswered question, and the Namib Desert still holds within it an undiscovered secret. On ancient cliff faces, in the darkness of primal caves, magnificent paintings still endure, marks left by humans from tens of thousands of years ago. The rock paintings are not merely simple images. They are a gateway to the prehistoric world where our ancestors once lived and hunted. Stretching across Africa, from Namibia to Borneo, are vibrant cave paintings depicting hunting scenes, featuring images of elephants, rhinos, antelopes, and zebras. This creature had vanished from that land, yet it was the very paintings depicting them in strange forms that left scientists utterly perplexed. Humans with unusual body proportions, or creatures never before seen in nature, may have served as representations of deities, ancestors, or mystical entities that ancient people deeply venerated. The answer remains buried deep in the dust of time. With red and brown hues, meticulously crafted from bronze, prehistoric artists created timeless works of art. These masterpieces not only depicted daily life and beliefs but also captured mysteries beyond their contemporary understanding. Today, these images retain their captivating charm, as if they were messages from the past sent to the modern world. Diamond rubbing alcohol. In June 2021, a rumor spread rapidly across South Africa. Kim Kwong was found in a small village called Lati. The story begins with a goat herd who accidentally finds a stone shimmering with light. The news immediately sparked a frenzy, drawing thousands of people to the Hoangvu region and transforming it into a bustling tent city. Day and night, the sound of shovels echoed incessantly, as everyone hoped to find the gemstone that could change their lives. However, it was not only a place for dreamers, but also a mix of shadowy diamond dealers and swindlers who specialized in exploiting human greed for profit. When the government launched an investigation, the truth gradually came to light. Those glittering stones were actually just quartz crystals, completely worthless compared to diamonds. However, many still reject their belief in science, for in the midst of an intense thirst for wealth, few are willing to accept the truth that it is all but an illusion. Eye of the Sahara. In the vast desert of Mauritania lies a geological structure so peculiar that even astronauts who first saw it from space were utterly astonished. With a diameter of up to 40 kilometers, its concentric rings stand out against the golden sand, looking like a giant eye observing the Earth. That is the Eye of the Sahara, a famous natural wonder also known as the Rewritten structure. Initially, researchers thought this might be evidence of an ancient meteorite impact. However, over time, scientists discovered that it was actually the result of a weathering process that occurred over millions of years. The continental crust was uplifted, then gradually eroded by water and wind, creating magnificent stone circles. Today, this place is not only a unique geological marvel but also an invaluable natural history treasury. With rock layers that tell the story of a time when the Sahara was green, a place where rivers and streams once flowed and even dinosaurs roamed. From space, that eye continues to watch over the blue planet, a constant reminder of Earth's relentless transformation. And like many other mysteries of nature, it still awaits human discovery. The legendary stone city of Zimbabwe, Africa's great heritage. In the lands south of the Sahara Desert, there once existed a great wonder, Great Zimbabwe. The largest regional urban center of the Iron Age. This civilization flourished for 3 centuries. This city became the capital of the Kingdom of Zimbabwe, ruling over a vast territory until approximately 1450 AD. The massive stone walls, built without the use of mortar or cement, still stand firm to this day. Like silent witnesses, they tell the story of a brilliant civilization that once existed in the heart of Africa. After being abandoned, the Great Zimbabwe Monument fell into obscurity for centuries and was only rediscovered in the 16th century. When Portuguese merchants set foot in this land, the ruins once again captured the attention of the outside world. Westerners were utterly amazed by the massive scale and extraordinary construction techniques of the structure. Because each stone block was placed with astonishing precision. No adhesive is needed, yet it ensures long-lasting durability. However, during the period of European colonization of Africa, some Western scholars expressed skepticism about this. Were the indigenous Africans even capable of constructing such a magnificent structure? This fossilization persisted for many years, despite clear archaeological evidence. During the excavation, scientists discovered that the Christ Timbamwe was a sculpture created by the Stona people. An indigenous people with a long-standing history in this land have left their mark upon every stone, every fortress wall. Each work bears its own distinct imprint, and the surviving remnants of daily life serve as clear evidence of this. Christ Timbamwe is not the product of any other culture or civilization. That is the crystallization of the wisdom, effort, and talent of the African people. At its zenith, the ancient city of Christ Timbamwe covered an area of up to 1,300 acres and was home to approximately 20,000 people. The city is divided into several distinct areas, with its center comprised of solid, stone-built districts. To protect the ruling elite, while ordinary citizens must live in the surrounding areas. The smart irrigation system has contributed to maintaining stable agriculture, ensuring sufficient food supply for the entire population. Moreover, Christ Timbamwe was also a vital commercial hub, where merchant caravans from distant lands came to trade gold. Ivory, bronze, and textiles were traded along major commercial routes stretching from the Indian Ocean all the way to the Middle East. The remnants are not only the massive stone walls, but also